Hey, Robert. How are you? Hey, Terry. Thank you. I'm just waiting for Robert. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Okay. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. You got some toxic fathers who are narcissists, and you got some toxic mothers who are narcissists. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. So true, Robert. Sometimes I be thinking I'm shadow banned because it takes so long for people to come in my chat. So I don't know. I'm just gonna wait for like I'll go 3 to 4 minutes to see who comes in the chat because I want to share this story about this father here, and I want some thoughts from the people about this father. And his baby mom also has a channel also, and I'm very familiar with her. I'm always in her chat all the time. So I just want to get people opinions on how they feel about the story. So I want to play something from 2 videos from him, and there's another guy video that I want to play that's covering his stories also. So yeah, so I was just waiting to see. How's the weather where you at today, Robert? It's nice and cool here today. I'm glad. Today is only 84 here. Thank God. I'm just giving some people time to come in, Robert. Oh my God, it's hot there. Ooh. Well, it's going back up in the 90s. I think it's going to be 96 and 97 Thursday and Friday. So it's going back up in the 90s here too. Oh my God, Robert, you said it's so hot you can fry egg. That's how it be? Oh my God, that's how it be. And seeing that when you take a shower and go out to take care of business or whatever you got to do, if it just feel like you just, as soon as you hit the sun, it just feel like you ain't even take a shower. It's like, oh my God, all the heat just rush your body. Yeah, that heat can get crazy. It can definitely get crazy. So, Robert, this is a father, right? I don't go into his lives or his chat or anything like that, but I does be in the mom's chat and stuff like that. I do rocks with the mother. They are both content creators, right? So, um, ooh, I don't even know where to start, but um, hey, Bama. So this father here is him and the mother. They, I guess, like when the school comes, they get, he get the kids every other weekend or something like that. But I know since the summer came in, he had the kids from the beginning of July and until August the 4th. That's when the kids go back to her. I guess it's matter of fact, it is under a court order, right? So it's been a lot of back and forth with them lately, right? She coming out exposing him. He's coming out saying things about her. Um, he has cheated on her with the new woman that he has now, right? From what I heard her say, that this woman, he was messing with this woman when he was, I guess, in a relationship with her. Um, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this lady was a supporter of his. And they started talking on the back end and whatever. Well, this lady is from up where I'm from, right? So he started to communicate with the lady. The lady can't move to Texas where he live at. They're in a relationship now. He had a baby by the lady and everything. So now on the flip side, people's trying to say that she's jealous of the relationship. She's jealous of the new baby. She's trying to ruin him. And people saying vice versa about her, right? So now what I'm getting from her and the receipts that she was showing receipts as he was still talking to her behind the scenes, right? Sending her money to get her hair done, talking little stuff to her. Why? He was in a relationship with this new girlfriend, right? So I think when she came out to expose him, they got him a little highly upset. Because we got to understand, when you expose a toxic person or a narcissist person, they're going to fight back with fire. That's just how they coming. Period. So, he got his supporters over there running in her chat in the bushes, running back, telling him what she's saying and things like that. So just adding fuel to the fire. Okay. So, I did go up on her panel. I did give her very much so encouraging words. I told her to be careful because when you're dealing with a narcissist, when you're dealing with a toxic person, they are very dangerous people to deal with. Now he said over the weekend that he couldn't wait till Monday come, which was this week. Now when I watched his video, it was like he was threatening her, telling his supporters, y'all will see. I talked to my lawyer, she's going to jail. He was saying that he was saying that I don't have to deal with her for the rest of my life. She have to deal with me the rest of her life, which what narcissists say. And that's what narcissists want. You know what I'm saying? They like that because that's that power. So right now he feel like he does have power over her and control over her, no matter what he say, because he have kids by her, right? So when I heard him say that, the first thing I thought about, so what are you trying to do? You basically saying you're gonna put her in jail. So are you saying while she in jail, you're gonna get full custody of the kids? So she contacted him, right? Because one of the kids, and I think it was the son, had an appointment, right? Hey, Rebecca, I'm glad you're in here. You may love this story I got today, baby. So I'm going to let y'all hear the video and everything, too. So he had the kids the whole month of July. He still have the kids. The kids don't go back to her until the 4th. So I think the son had an appointment or 2 appointments or something like that. So I guess she was contacting him, asking him to make sure, the baby go to the appointment, this, that, and the third. He said that he contacted his lawyer, and the lawyer told him that he don't have to take the kids to the appointments. The appointment should be made on her time. And y'all let me know, should a lawyer say something like this? Do she have accountability to say something like this? Right? I mean, not as just a lawyer, but as a mom, because I'm quite sure she have children. Like, that's what I thought about. Like, damn, do you have children of your own to say something like that? Or do you have the power to tell him he don't have to take the kids to the doctor? That's on her time. She's supposed to take the kids to the doctor. So let me just get into the video. Narcissists don't like when you break free from them. And I was thinking that too, Robert. I was thinking, are they in the same state? Yes, they both live in Texas. If you're talking about the mom and the dad, yes. They both live in Texas. Carl should tell him if the children have an appointment to see the doctor, take them to the doctor. But he said that he couldn't take him because he had an appointment to go to, and she told him the last minute. That's what she said. But she said that she did tell him a day before, which that was cool too, a day before, because she did say she had forgot about the appointment until they had, I think, emailed her, because he had the kids, quite some time now. You know, and as mothers, sometimes we do forget. Okay, it's okay because we do forget. We all forget as mothers. I have forgot things as a mother too. You know what I'm saying? But he was telling her, oh, that's too far. Oh, I have an appointment I can't miss. You know, so I'm saying, like, if you got the kids the whole month of fucking July, why couldn't you took the kids to their appointment? If your appointment, well, and she was also saying if his appointment wasn't like important, could he cancel his appointment, you know, just to squeeze the kids to get to their appointment? So I see some type of adjustment. Oh, okay, yes, okay, he could have took the kids to the doctor. Yes, that's what I was saying too. I think he could have too. And he also came out and bashed her on the video I'm going to show y'all, saying she had her kids live in a roach infested apartment. Well, let's clear that up. She did not lie. She blogged her whole life when she was in the projects. Okay, she blogged her whole life. She didn't keep anything a secret. Okay, she blogged her whole life. She even blogged when some of his supporters was calling CPS on her children. She blogged all of that too. So she blogged her whole life. And for the record, y'all, let me just let y'all know, she was a police officer in Texas. So she do know her law because she was a police officer in Texas. So I just want to make that clear. People was calling CPS on her and everything. But, you know, she was doing everything she could to keep the apartment clean. She was doing everything she could to keep the people come out there, you know, to spray for the roaches and stuff. Now, he said she had rest. She never, you know, I don't know nothing about that. One thing about me, y'all know on my platform, I don't put things out unless I can see it on my own or something like that. Y'all know how I am over here. So, hey, Auntie Cherry, this is a good story, honey. So, he pretty much bashed her on the video, and I'm going to show y'all. Because if you feel like your kids was in an unsafe, unhazardous place living in the projects with roaches, why didn't you offer to take your children so they can live in a better place? Okay? Which, again, y'all, she shared her whole story on YouTube. She blogged her whole life. She did not, you know, keep it a secret or anything like that. She could have kept it a secret if she wanted to, but, you know, she did not, you know. So I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm here to blog on this story, tell you what I see on both ends, that I feel is right and what I feel is not right. Because one thing about me, I don't like all that bashing and stuff like that. So common sense should tell him if the children have to go to the doctor, take them to the doctor's appointment, or they are important as well. Absolutely. So y'all, we're gonna get into the story, right? I guess if some more people come in, they can, you know, rewatch it or whatever. I don't want to wait too long. So, and y'all put a 1 in the chat if let me bring it up right.
Infested house, spraying deadly chemicals around the house while my children were sitting right there on the couch in the videos. The same woman who had my son Dion hanging out of a car window. Putting his life at risk. The same woman who came on.
Now, this part right here was a little dangerous right here. I will say that this part right here was a little dangerous. But let's remember, if he got this video, one of his supporters recorded it and sent it to him, because he don't go to her house. Okay? So otherwise, how did he get this recording? So my thing is, one of his supporters sent this to him. Let's continue.
Online, telling all these people that she was pregnant with twins, and one of the twins ate the other twin. Vanishing, what was the stuff that you sent me? Vanishing baby syndrome.
when I'm doing just Friday. Haters wanna hate, let them hate, never mind them. Be more
Absolutely,
trying to reach the
Rebecca.
next plateau. And I can't stop till I achieve my goals. Keep a couple feet inside the
Monday. So you got.
Hold on, y'all.
Skip the drama. Ask your provider for the Cologuard test or request online.
Guys are getting this video on Monday. You might have seen a rumor.
He made this video yesterday, y'all.
I was arrested and made bond.
Hey, Miss J.
But I don't touch on a lot of stuff, guys, the way that I'm gonna touch on it today. So first and foremost, there was said that. Well, let me start from here. A few years ago, there was something said about my son, my minor child, that was absolutely sickening, disturbing, and it wasn't true whatsoever. It was 100% made up, along with a lot of other stuff that was untrue and made up. And back then, I didn't say anything because I should have protected my son, and shame on me for that. And this is my first time addressing this. Shame on me for not protecting my son when those horrible, sickening, disgusting allegations were put on him like that. And, this time there's some more rumors that's put on my son by the same exact person, alleging that my son was left alone with my minor children. And let's just say, even if he was left alone with my minor children, he is above age. He's not 7 or 8 years old watching small children. That right there is sick. Darian has never been left alone with his little.
Okay, y'all, let me explain that. I never heard her talk about his kids. He said years ago. I don't know anything about that, so I can't elaborate on it. But recently, she did go live, and I was in her chat. I never heard her speak bad on this man's underage son. And he's not really like little. He's 17 years old. Now, prior to that, I don't know. But recently, I did not hear her say anything bad about this man's son. So let me just clear this up too. Okay, only reason she spoke on him, because one day recently, since they've been with their dad for the summer, she called, I think he called her phone and FaceTime, and he didn't pick up. So she tried to call back, he didn't answer. She called back again, she talked to her son, asked him how he was doing and everything like that. She asked him where was his sister. The brother said the sister was somewhere, I can't remember, right? So the mother panicked because the little boy was with the father, but she wanted to know where was her daughter, right? She wasn't getting the answers that she wanted. Where was her fucking daughter? Okay? Now, as a mother, our flag's going to go up, all right? So the mothers are thinking, okay, if he keeping my daughter and his little sister, which is not by her, by the new woman he with now, that baby's a newborn baby, and I think her daughter like 1 and 2. Why would you leave a 17-year-old with 2 little babies, right? So this is what she was thinking in her mind, because she did not know where her daughter was at. Instead of him being a father and tell the truth, no, I think he said the daughter was with the sister. That's what he said. Which the sister is 33. He have a daughter that's a grown daughter, right? So when she called the older sister did not pick up, okay? Because this man, 55 years old, y'all, still having kids. I don't understand that. 55 years old, you need to stop, okay? Enough is enough, okay? You have a lot of kids. It's time to stop. It's time to focus on your little children that you have and raise them. It's not time to keep having kids by every woman you meet, okay? It's not that time. It's time to raise your children. So what happened was, right, and I'm going to take y'all to that video after this. She called the police to go to the house to do a wellness check. That's what led the police to the house. But he's thinking she took the police to the house because she was jealous, she was this, she was that. When it comes to a woman that loves their children, they're going to do anything they can in their power to find out where their children is at. So this is what happened with that part. So let's continue.
Little brother and his little sister. Never. not once. And like I said, even if he was left alone with them, that is our business.
Hey, Miss Davis, I just inboxed you and told you come to this story, girl.
He's old enough. You have babysitters that's 16 years old. And so I'm going to just clear that up right there. You know, I really hate that when I hear rumors like this about Darian, because you guys do know every time Darian comes to Houston, Texas, it's always a problem. It's always an issue. It's always the same drama. And the drama always comes from the same person. And so many of you guys who believe the stuff that this person spills out their mouth, it's just sickening to me. But I look at it this way. When drama comes to the internet, people don't care. They just want drama, and they're going to side with whoever has the best story, even when it's not the truth.
Well,
so
I'm not going to side with who has the best story. I'm going to side with the truth. That's me as a content creator.
And I'm going to upload it if I find it. You know, my thing is this. When a person constantly put allegations on children, this is the number one person who puts allegations on children, but then have the audacity to have minor children communicating with them online and things like that is really, really sick to me. So for someone who likes to put allegations on children, I think you got to be one very, very sick individual.
And she did not put no allegations out on his children, y'all. She did not. She was concerned about her daughter.
I don't allow anything to pull me out of character. That's the reason why I still been uploading my family content. And I will continue to do so. I have a wedding to prepare for. And someone said earlier, please don't tell the dates. I definitely won't tell the dates. I'm actually thinking about making my daughter Iceland and my youngest baby newborn our flower girls. And I think that that's going to be so awesome. You guys recently seen the video I did where I uploaded a bunch of clips that was done on Easter, stuff like that. You know, I usually don't really tell the plan, because you tell the plan, there's always somebody standing there ready to hate. Now, let's get into the juicy stuff, guys. As you guys do know, again, like I said earlier in the intro, this is Monday. This has been a very, very long day, and it's just getting started for me. I still have to go to the barbershop.
No, I was coming.
I'm going to talk about like a few things.
Thank you, baby.
There was alleged that a HIPAA violation was violated pertaining to my children and therapy. My kids have been with me since the 27th or 28th of June. I got them that weekend because it was my actual weekend to get them. So I ended up getting a few extra days in between there. You guys do know that I have never missed one therapy class on a Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I have my children at therapy. It was alleged that I called and canceled all of the therapy appointments. But yet every Wednesday, when I take my kids to therapy, I'm sitting outside of therapy doing a YouTube video for you guys, telling you that I'm outside of my kids' therapy doing this video for you guys. Now, I don't see how so many people can be so gullible. But that's why I said, I think people don't really care if there's some type of drama. That's all they're here for. Whoever has the best story.
Show, therefore.
I'm not even on here trying to prove a point or trying to have the best story. Because at the end of the day, guys, I won a long time ago. That's why I moved the way I move. It was also brought to my attention about the online threats, about pulling up to my house and all this other stuff, which was well documented. It was taken care of this morning.
Okay, now from what I heard, because I was in her live that day in her chat, she did not say that, because I want to be honest about this whole story. She said, if I was the old Erica, I will pull up. And she said, I'm new now. And the reason why she said it again, y'all, because she was trying to find out where was her daughter, because he only had the son and not the daughter, which is her daughter name is Iceland. She was trying to find out where was her daughter. Now, again, all this could have been avoided if he would have just said, Iceland is such and such and such. That's all he had to say. You have to have communication still when you have the kids in your care at that moment. because these are still her children. So I think he missed that part. I do think she deserved to know where was her daughter at that time. So she did not pull up, y'all. She called the police. And this was like a week ago. Let's continue.
I don't want to go too far into details. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to go into any details. But just know the situation is definitely being handled. You know, we try to promote nothing but positivity over here. We don't try to put out bad energy in the atmosphere. We try to conduct ourselves in a more mature and adult manner.
Hey, Auntie Lynn.
There was also been things said about my beautiful, amazing fiance. And she's a very classy woman. You know, I won't allow her to ever get her hands dirty on somebody who's not even worth a nickel. You know.
Now, the fiance he's talking about, that's the woman he's getting ready to get married. And let's make this clear, y'all. He was messing with this girl when he was messing with Erica. This girl was a supporter of his, okay? And they started talking behind the scenes or whatever the situation may have been, okay? And I guess I don't know how they changed phone numbers, made through email. I don't know. But that's irrelevant, okay? He started dating the girl. The girl moved from up here. She moved from up here near me, okay? So, yeah, and the girl drove all the way to Texas. They got a relationship together. And Erica, she admitted to it. You know, yeah, she took him away from me. She admitted to it. She did admit to it. Okay, but he is not going to admit to what he did to Erica behind her back. He's not going to do that. And some of this stuff he needs to take accountability for. That's why I want to ask y'all, do y'all feel like he got narcissistic traits in him? Or do y'all feel like this is just a toxic man and he's a big liar? Okay, so of course you're not going to get her involved in it because look what she did to Erica. Okay, so she needs to understand one thing as a woman. If you did it to Erica, you would do it to her. It's just a matter of time. Okay? Because you're not going to stop with her. Okay? So let's continue.
So I can get inside my woman's car without getting dirt, chips, cookies all over me, dirty diapers all on the floor. And it feels really good. You know, I know some of you guys are going to say, oh, the shade. Well, you say whatever you want. I've been getting shaded for a moment.
Yes, he's throwing shade at y'all.
Years.
Like he always do.
For those of you who don't like my shade, get up out my video because it's not going to change anything. I constantly hear things about deadbeats.
What's up, everyone? It's Avery Johnson, QB1, and the number one thing for me on my recovery days is my sunscreen from CVS. Whether it's at the Bill or on the lake, I'll see you soon. So what sunscreen are you picking up at CVS?
When we picture the future of work, we see you at a company that sees and supports you, where you discover new passions and learn skills that help you pursue them and find your next big career move just down the hall. The future of work is a career that grows with you.
Child support, how the child support is the bare minimum, how it doesn't do anything. I feel like my child support is the reason why bills are able to be paid every month. And speaking of child support, guys, I'm going to be showing you some screenshots that I screenshot from my bank every time I make one of those child support payments. And a lot of times you guys, y'all believe the stuff that comes out of people's mouth without any actual facts. You guys are to believe that I don't really pay anything. You guys are to believe that I don't have my children. You guys are to believe that I don't take my children to therapy on Wednesdays. Now, I will say this when it comes to the therapy thing. I'm kind of all over the place a little bit, so please forgive me. I have a barbershop appointment coming up shortly. When it comes to the therapy, those appointments are scheduled out there where the mom lives, which is, from what I know, about 7 minutes away. And those appointments are set up on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And so in my defense, if I have to drive an hour and a half on Wednesday, one-way trip to take my kids to therapy, why should I have to drive an hour and a half the very next morning for another appointment at 9:30? My attorney recently sent me a message, and I'm going to read it to you guys.
Listen, y'all. Listen what he said. Attorney said.
I don't like to really share stuff from my attorney because this is about the element of surprise. And I'm going to tell you guys, the element of surprise will be coming soon. You seen what happened last year. I never said a word about the court hearing. A week later, y'all seen the tears and everything online. He tried to get me locked up. I ain't seen nothing yet.
He's threatening y'all that he's thinking about the court.
The first part of this from my attorney. She's not supposed to make appointments during your time. You can just reschedule them to another time if you want. I won't read the rest of the message because the rest of the message is about a case that's about to be going on.
So y'all, he went and from the way he talked, he filed charges on her. I don't know what the charges is at this point, but he did file some charges on her. And when she made the appointments, from what I'm getting, she may have forgotten they was going to be with their father. All depends on how long, was the appointments made. She could have forgot that the kids was going to be with their father at the time of the appointments, right? Or she could have said, okay, they're going to be with their father, but he could take them. Okay? So he said it was an hour away, going there and back. Okay, but you have a car. So I don't understand what's the issue, right? And another thing, I don't understand, why would your attorney tell you that you don't have to take them to the appointment when you have them? Let her make them when she have them. I mean, as a mom, as an attorney, like, I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts on that, because I think that was kind of like effed up.
So basically, even with these therapy classes, guys, because of the distance that the therapy classes are at, I don't even really
What's
have
up,
to
real
even
talk?
take
What's going on?
but I still take them in a way because I feel like it's the right thing to do. And that's what I get crucified for over the internet, because I'm always doing the right thing. If I was a deadbeat, I was a bum, you guys wouldn't hear anything about it. The truth is ever since I moved on with my life, there has been nothing but drama from this person. Now, I seen a comment and someone said, oh my God, he got to deal with this chick for the next 18 years. Actually, that's really not true, guys. You see, I'm in control of the situation. She has to deal with me.
You see what he's saying, y'all? That's narcissistic talk.
And again, I don't want to say too much because I have things going on. And you
hear what he just said, right? He don't have to deal with her. She's going to have to deal with him the rest of his life. That's narcissistic behavior. Okay? So what are you basically trying to say? You're going to take charges out on her. She's going to jail. When she go to jail, I'm going to file for full custody of the kids. Because he say he got stuff going on behind the scenes, but he's not going to talk about it. But I did give Erica good advice. I told her prepare herself. I told her, when you fighting fire with a narcissist, this is what they're going to do to you. So I told her definitely prepare herself. She did tell me she's not scared of him. And sometimes it's not about being scared with a narcissist. It's about you have to always stay lawyered up with a narcissist. You have to, okay? This man, I feel like he want to bring her down. He don't want her with the kids. He came out here and said about, the apartment she lived in, and she had roaches. She told her own life. She shared her own life. She was living in the projects then. She's not in the projects anymore. She have a beautiful house now. Beautiful home, okay? She gave us a tour on her beautiful home inside. It is really nice, okay? But when you think about taking a person down, always remember what can happen to you. And I do feel like he's trying to prove something to the new girlfriend. Okay, I do feel that. And I'm gonna play some of her stuff too throughout the week. But right now, we focusing on him right now.
My fiance is probably not going to be too happy with me doing this video right here. But, you know, I struggle with myself to how I wanted to carry this video out, the tone that I wanted to use to make sure that I wasn't coming off aggressive, because there's a way to do things. You can do things the right way, or you can do things the wrong way. And contrary to what you guys believe, a lot of stuff that this person is telling you guys are 100% lies. This is a money grab, guys. This is a money grab. She has no content. She teams up with people who would do sneaky, dirty stuff for her. You guys would never see me. Have you guys ever seen the Crier family scamming people? Book scams, selling books, a part 2. That's the same exact book with a different book cover on it. Have you guys ever seen me on here posting GoFundMe accounts? Have you guys seen me on here making meet and greets, talking about this person's going to be there? You guys have never, ever seen me do anything.
Well, as a content creator, a lot of people do meet and greet, sir. Okay, there's nothing wrong with a meet and greet. Okay, a lot of content creators do meet and greets. Maybe you don't know anything about it, but I'm here to tell you. A lot of content creators do meet and greets because they want to meet their supporters. So that's nothing have anything to do with you. So you've been a content creator for a while. You should know that. You should be educated to that, because a lot of content creators do that. Now, the book he's talking about, I'm not going to elaborate on a book because I don't know anything about a book. Maybe Erica may come out and elaborate on the book he's talking about. So I want to be fair with that.
Like this. I don't do stuff like this, guys. This is just a money grab, quick, for, I guess, a different channel. Allegedly, there's a different channel. Money grab. I can't help it because I'm that dude. You can't talk about nobody else but me because I'm the one who's winning. But the thing is, I was winning before you met me, and I'm going to always win. You're in a position you're in right now, and you're not going anywhere in life. And that's the reason why I don't deal with you. I always said,
that's something for you to say, that you're not going anywhere in life to your kid's mother. That's something for you to say, which a narcissist will say. That's their attitude. That's their gratitude, okay? They don't want you to go nowhere in life. They don't want you to be successful. That's what a narcissist will say, y'all, okay? That's what they will say. And he tried to say, no one is, not, people are sending him stuff. That's why. And I do believe that he be in Erica Bush's, okay? That's why every time Erica go live, he goes live right when she live. Because you either in her bushes or you have people emailing you, telling you she's live. So you saying you don't watch her. So how do you know what she's saying? How do you know everything? Because you are watching her. Let's be real about it. So you are participating in this and trying to keep your hands clean. And you also know some people are sending you things that she's posting. People are sending you videos that she's posting if you're not watching her. How do you know so much? Let's be real.
People who ain't going nowhere in life, they want you to go with them. That's the reason why.
Exactly, Rebecca. If anybody wants to support my channel, my coffee link is in the chat. I appreciate it.
That I am truly in
love. I don't have no moms in here today, y'all.
And she's not going anywhere. As much as you're trying to separate us, as much as you're trying your best, from what I understand, you lie 5-6 hours a night, looking kind of crazy to me. Looking like you're unstable. And I'm going to say this. It's a bad look. It's not a good look at all. You look really, really horrible. And not just in appearance. The way that you're making yourself look on this internet is just not becoming at all. You're supposed to be the same person that wanted to be a motivational speaker. You want to inspire young women.
Well, she can still be a motivational speaker because I'm one. When I want to be one.
My kids are living with me for
I motivate my people all the time.
A couple weeks
but that don't mean that you can't take your power and control back and still be a motivated speaker. Okay? So let's get that clear, all right? Because I see what you're doing. I see that you had some power and control over Erica. And I feel when Erica took her power and her control back, I feel you did not like that. And that's what narcissist does. So what you're trying to do, you're trying to keep putting your new baby, out there and your new girlfriend out there to make her jealous. But let's be clear. Recently, a few months ago, maybe 1 or 2, from what the receipts that she was showing, you was sending her money, getting her hair done, talking your little fresh shit to her and all of that stuff. Okay. So I think you got upset when she aired you out. I think it was last night or night before, because one thing about a narcissist, they don't like when they talk private to you and then you air them out. When you air them out, it's like, okay, you got to fight fire, we'll fire them again. Okay, but long as you shut the fuck up and be quiet, we on good terms. But when you come out and air me out, I'm gonna air your ass out, and I'm gonna do some shit to you that you don't like. Period.
With them, I'm terrified of when they go back home, and I made it known this morning. I made it very known just how terrified I am. And now I want to address something too, as far as the rumor about pulling up to.
And y'all, narcissists like to say that their life is at risk and they terrified and all this stuff. They scared for their life. This is what they like. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does get a cease and desist on her. I wouldn't be surprised, okay? Because he don't want her to talk about him. He does not. So I wouldn't be surprised if she gets served with that. Now, from what I know, he does not know where she lives, but the court system may know. So they would, consider her house or whatever. But he don't know where she live at.
To my house and doing this and doing that. So was the lady at his house. I don't think that would be a very, very good idea. You've already tried to send the police to my house, which was a slap in the face. Nothing that you're going to do is going to affect anything that I have going on.
I don't know, Miss J. She might not be in here no more. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking, baby.
We're going to continue doing what we're doing.
Thank you, Real Prep. Appreciate you, honey. Appreciate you, King. Thank you.
And try to talk about my 17-year-old son who don't even really know you. And then you call me sick and disgusting. The only person that's on her crashing out is you. We would never.
I don't think she's crashing out. I think she's just telling her story.
All of my children are here, and you hardly even hear them. They're sitting down watching television. Like I said, they're not begging for cookies and candy and snacks. To make threats about sending the police to my house because I played with my daughter, bouncing her around. We are still waiting on those police to come. We are still waiting for you to pull up. I mean, you're so tough. All this internet talking, but see, people don't really know how you really are in real life. People don't know how you are.
This is how I renew my skin. Let me show you. I've been using the Lancome Renogy CRX Triple Serum.
Are in real life. You constantly stalk on my page. You constantly.
No, you stalking her too. Because how the hell you know what's going on?
Where I had to actually do
Come on now.
And not just only say it. I have proof of it.
You stalking her too. How do you know what's going on with her?
And this is what happens when a person moves on with their life and is genuinely happy. So
is it fair to say y'all looking at each other, babe?
Some type of miracle. Maybe you'll find your niche in life. Find you a job. Find you something to do. Get out the house.
Well, she's in school. She's definitely in school.
Once again.
Okay. And she did used to be a police officer in Texas. So she's not that bad. You was with her.
To my son's last day of school party. But I just don't understand how, you got all this time on your hand if you actually have a man. And maybe that would be good for you to find a man, because I'm sure there's someone out there for.
Well, maybe she don't want no man. Maybe she wants to better herself. Every woman, and I hate when I hear a man say that. She don't have to get a man because you want her to fucking get a man. Maybe she does not want a man. Maybe she is in school, y'all. Okay, she's taking up a college class. Okay, maybe she want to focus and better herself for herself and her children. She don't have to have a man because you jump in the relationship and got a woman. Because I don't know if y'all know, but y'all know I know, because I know about the narcissistic behavior. Narcissistic people has to have somebody. They can't go long without a man or a woman in their life. They have to be with somebody. Okay. And 9 times out of 10, a narcissist always have someone before they discard you. Okay, so he had this woman before he even discarded Erica. So what is he talking about? You need to stop having children. Have you asked yourself that? You are going on 56 years old and you still having goddamn babies. What the hell is wrong?
For you. So I don't really want to go too far into this video.
Yeah, please don't. You'll make me mad.
There's really not too much to say, but you know, the lies about my son being with my children by himself, you know, you're gonna have to actually prove that, because right now you're just a bunch of mouth. You're just a bunch of mouth.
Well, she didn't say that the boy was with the children. She was assuming that because you couldn't tell her where her children was at. So she know your son was here for the summer and he stayed there. So she assuming that her baby was with them, and he is 17. I don't think the age bothered her, but I think what bothered her the most, because you could not tell her where her child was at, whether he was with her brother or not. It doesn't matter. You missing. I mean, a lot of people always miss the principle of the thing. The principle of the fact was she was trying to ask you where was her baby, and you did not give her an answer. And I believe what the youngest boy said. I believe you had already put him up to say that, because he was very prompt about what he said. So you know, you probably had already told him to say that. That's what narcissist does. You know, they always, you know, highlight people and tell people what to say, you know, so they won't come out and say the wrong thing. That's what I'm saying.
Blowing stanky hot breath. The same person just a handful of months ago had my children in a roach-infested house, spraying deadly chemicals around the house while my children were sitting right there on the couch in the videos. The same woman who had my son Dion hanging out of a car window.
Now, will I say this was unsafe? Yes, I will say this was unsafe. Even though the window wasn't all the way down, but you know, it was down a little enough. And I will say, you know, this could have been a little unsafe here.
Putting his life at risk. The same woman who came online telling all these people that she was pregnant with twins, and one of the twins ate the other twin. Vanishing, what was the stuff that you sent me? Vanishing baby syndrome. And then you tried to get me to post some fake paperwork online that you made, and you wanted me to post a video and showing it, which I would not do. You're showing a behavior that's very, very sickening. None of us has forgotten about it. None of us has forgotten about it. You're the same one who was just bashing your other baby daddy last year while he was crashing you. And then he exposed you for how nasty and filthy you are. And then you made a video talking about you pegged him. And the man cut you off and kept it moving. You're the same woman who gets on here calling men deadbeat. And the only deadbeat there is you. You don't have any friends. Nobody wants to be around you. Nobody wants to associate themselves with you. No one can trust you. You see, me and my family are good. Me and my family, we are a real family. And I don't just mean my household. I mean my whole entire family. I talk to my loved ones every single day. You got something going on. You're a couple cans short of a six-pack, man. You really need to get yourself checked out somewhere, because everything that you're doing is a bad look. You're not making Damian Cryer look bad. You got my name trending all over the place. I thought about doing a video on TikTok about this. But I don't have to do that because I'm already trending on TikTok. Viral just about every day. The same platform that you didn't want me on years ago, remember? And you at what? 8,000 followers on TikTok from what I understand. And I'm at almost 200,000. Nobody messes with you, man. You have nothing going on. You still online talking about your fake police career, knowing the truth that you was a security guard. Why don't you talk about how your ex-husband ghosted you and wanted nothing to do with you? What kind of stuff is that? To come home from work and your husband changes his phone number and his parents change their phone number. People want nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. I don't regret my kids at all. I love all of my kids wholeheartedly. But boy, I really regret that I even crossed your path. But for people to say that you're going to make my life miserable and I got to deal with you for the next 18 years, y'all going to all see it right before your eyes. I don't have to deal with you. You see, you have to deal with me. That's why you online crashing out over my beautiful fiance, my beautiful
You don't
baby.
talk about her.
And I got my other smaller children right here in the house.
Only thing I heard her say, she look better than her. But she don't dog her.
You are going to jail. Matter of fact, that's going to happen regardless.
I told y'all he's trying to put in jail, y'all. I told you.
So for all of you fans of hers that's over in my comments that be doing all that rapping, I want y'all to know, welcome to the family. I appreciate y'all watching my videos and commenting. But I also want you guys to know that there is absolutely nothing going to change over here. Now,
and y'all, she was not a security guard. She was a police officer. He is lying.
Darian's a
He's
very,
just trying
very
to,
good,
you know,
kid.
discredit her.
He don't sit at home
she was a
videos
police
all
officer.
day. He hangs out with his family. He does wonderful things. He likes to watch movies with his dad. He loves going to the park and beach with his dad and my fiance. You see, Darian's raised the right way. And that's what I'm trying to do with Deanna and Iceland. Raise them the right way. That way, they can get away from your toxicity. Because the stuff that you're doing is just rubbing off on my children. My children has learned so much since they've been with me. They do so much since they've been with me. They don't have to sit on live begging for cookies, begging for snacks to eat, and stuff like that. They eat healthy every day, 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and they get a snack every night at 7:30 before they go to bed. You can learn something from me instead of trying to bash me. But if all you're going to do is bash me and that's your only content, listen, I welcome it. You're actually helping me out. With that being said, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video, which will be very soon.
Okay, y'all. Let's get to the video where the police was called to... Wait, hold on. Oh, shit. How the hell I get all the way over here? Now, don't give me no more work than I want to do. Okay? All right, let's get to the video when she sent the police to the house. And he do things for clout, too. Only thing he do is always got them kids on camera for money. So what is he talking about? Now he got his newborn baby out there, you know, for money. So, hold on, y'all. I want to find the one. Let's see. Honey, this man is something else, baby. Okay. This is the one. And then I'm going to play another video of this guy that's following this story also. And he made some violent points.
Baby?
You know. Actually, what I'm doing just grind. I just want to hate, never mind them. Be more bins, trying to reach the next plateau. Never mind them. Be more bins, trying to reach the next.
So last year, it was around the same time last year. I was laying in the bed and I heard boom, 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 boom. since it was around the 4th of July, I didn't think too much of it. But because one of my kids had just left the house to go to the gym and work out, and it was evening time, I called his phone real quick to make sure that he was okay. And he's like, yeah, Dad, I'm good. And then I said, okay, because I heard the shots. And he said, I heard them too, Dad. But he assured me that he was inside the gym. So I laid down.
He don't have a wife. The girl that he's just had a baby by, I think the baby could be about a couple of weeks. That's the girl he's getting ready to get married to. That's the girl that was sneaking behind Erica back, which is the other content creator, which is his baby mom, right? She's a content creator also, right? He was messing with this girl behind Erica back, right? He even put Erica out of his house and everything because of this girl, you know, everything. So Erica did admit that what the girl was doing. Erica did admit that, you know, she took him away from her. Erica admitted all of that. Erica admitted that, you know, she showed her whole life again when she was living in the projects and she was going through, you know, a lot of shit. And, you know, she had roaches in the house. She couldn't control the roaches. When she got there, they was there. And she started blogging on her life. But what this narcissist man is doing is trying to tear her down. Okay? Because if you felt like that house was so infested with roaches, as you say, as a father, why didn't you come to a common ground and say, listen, I know we don't get along, but I'm here to help you. I see what you're going through with. Let me, you know, take the kids or whatever, you know. But with a motherfucker like this, you have to write an agreement out with me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I see how he rolled. Because see, he probably would have took the kids from what I know about him now and say, oh, she left the kids with me. She didn't pick the kids back up. Ain't no telling what he did. Because this is what toxic people do. And this is what narcissist people do. Okay? So did he do that? No. And with the child support thing, he's trying to act like he was the one that started paying child support. Erica put him on child support. Once Erica put him on child support, then he went to court for visitation rights. So that's how some of this stuff is coming about. But we know toxic women and toxic men and narcissist women and narcissist men, they're not going to tell the whole story for who it really is. Okay? So, yeah. Let's finish up. He's about ready to get married to the woman that he just had the baby by.
Down to like 15 minutes later.
And you got to understand one thing, y'all. When you have a woman that just came into your life and the baby mother doesn't know anything about this woman, never laid eyes on this woman, never talked to this woman, of course a baby mother's going to feel some type of way when their children is around another woman, okay? Because women are jealous, they're envious, they're sneaky, and they're conniving, some of them. You don't know what a woman will do to your child when they become jealous. Okay, because my daughter felt the same way about her daughter. Okay, and I didn't get mad at her. Okay, because any woman can say, oh, I love this man, so I love his children. But is that really true? Okay, so let me just tell y'all this before I continue with the video. A week ago, Erica, which is the other baby mother, right? She's a content creator also. The girlfriend that he's getting ready to marry went live on TikTok, right? So I guess Erica was in her bushes, right? So she told the boyfriend, which is the kid's father, she shouted out, oh, she stink, come and change her, right? That pissed Erica off because she was on live on a platform in front of people saying this about her daughter. Instead of muting the live and say, listen, I think your daughter did a poo-poo, come and change her. Or hold on, y'all, let me go on mute. Let me change the baby. If you're going to be in his life, then you have to be a part of his kid's life also. Not just a part of the man's life. Because this man come as a package deal just like a mom come as a package deal. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that did piss Erica off, and Erica responded. So let's continue. Now, was she wrong for that? She was absolutely wrong.
Bunch of police officers at my door with my son. And I'm like, what's going on here? and they let me know that he wasn't in trouble, did nothing wrong. He was walking and fit the description of someone who was shooting in the area, and it scared me.
Yes, Miss
So
J,
that was
he
the
was so
first
wrong.
time that the cops
she
had
was
ever
wrong for
came to
that.
my house, man.
Did he correct her? Probably
I
not.
was like freaking out because I'm like, okay, so I'm looking on my cameras. Speaking of cameras, guys, a Ring camera outside your house, man, on your doorbell and all through your house is the best investment to have.
We all
because
know
when
that
you
because I
have
have them
live
too.
footage, you don't have to argue, bro. You don't have to argue in the court of law. You don't have to plead your case to no attorney. You just.
So then why you got an attorney then? If you got Ring cameras and you say your cameras is good. Hold on, y'all. Let me take this off. If you got good cameras to see every goddamn thing, why the hell you got a lawyer? You don't need no goddamn lawyer. Represent your goddamn self. You got your goddamn cameras.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be
You just hand the footage over to them. It's simply. And speaking of footage, I'm gonna be showing you guys some footage in this video about what happened to me today. A deja vu, and me and my family, we like in the sheriffs that came to my house today, we literally was in the front room laughing our ass off, But so today was another one of those days, like last year when my son went to the gym. And today, man, I feel like they was here to take my kids from me, man.
No.
And I was like, I wasn't really worried about it because
you wanted people to think that
when
that's
they said what they
but
said,
lie. You know why
they said,
to your house.
we here, they said everything, names and all. They said, we here because this person alleged that you left the kids all alone by themselves. And so,
And again, y'all, she did send the police to his house, right? And she was concerned. And she didn't say kids. He's a liar again because he had the baby boy with him, but he didn't have the baby girl. So he never told her where the daughter was at. And she got concerned because she wanted to know where was her daughter. So what a mother would do on their instinct, y'all, when you send the cops to your baby father's house, your mother's house, your aunt's house, your uncle's house, if they can't produce where your child is at, your instinct is you're going to send them there to do a wellness check. Do I agree with that? Absolutely, I will agree. Instead of him just being a man and say, Erica, the baby is here, the baby is there, the baby is okay. But no, you're so toxic and you hate her so bad, okay? And you want her to be in pain and hurt because you know that's what she's going to do because of her children. You couldn't tell her that because at that point, you wanted to be evil. Let's be honest. I'm going to tell you stuff that people don't tell you. And it's not about taking sides. It's about the truth.
Me, I make a big entrance when somebody put an allegation on me. I like to make a big statement, bro. This time, I'm not going to make no big statement. I'm just going to let the facts play out the way they are. And all I'm going to say is I'm glad that I invested because if I wouldn't invest it, I wouldn't have what I have. And sometimes,
I'm
man,
glad you invested too.
It's about moving smarter and not working harder. There's no need to try to do this and do that. Just start moving smart, bro.
Well, you wasn't too smart because if you was, you just told her where her daughter was at.
I've always been a family man.
And then the policeman came to your house.
And things is coming together for me. And I know that it's noticed. Thank you all for all the love and support that y'all showing me and my family. Me being a family man, I have never been accused of anything in my life like this, bro. Like, I never had a CPS case in my life.
She didn't accuse you of nothing. She didn't accuse you of anything. She did not accuse you of anything. She asked you where was her daughter, and you couldn't tell her where was her daughter. Okay? So at that point again, mister, she sent the police there to do a wellness check to find out where was her daughter. Won't you just admit to the truth? I was wrong because I should have told her where her daughter was at. So, this is why she sent the police there. I can admit I was wrong. I should have just told her where her daughter was at. She acted out of mother instinct. That is it, and that is all. And you trying to blow it up as she was wrong by sending the cops there, and you trying to blow it up as she was bitter and angry, and she still wants you and all that shit. Just be honest about the whole situation. That's it. And stop acting like a goddamn narcissist.
To be told that I left my kids alone. But I'm going to tell you guys a little situation that did happen. So my son, Dion, he had an appointment today for his hearing because, you know, several months ago he had a surgery and had these tubes installed in his ear.
And he did.
And so today was his appointment for them to do the hearing test. And I'm going to tell you, I'm all smiles because the hearing tests weren't really good. So today I traveled. It was like a 56-minute drive.
And let's make this clear, y'all. When Erica called him as a mother to try to compromise with him and talk to him and see what his advice was, telling him what the doctor decided they wanted to do. They wanted to do surgery on the baby ear, blood, so on and so forth. He did not want the surgery, right? So he's not going to tell the truth about that. He did not want the surgery. But Erica had to come to an agreement to do it because that was in the best interest of her child. But he didn't want it, right? And the little boy is doing fine since he had the surgery. But he did not want the surgery. Why wouldn't you want surgery on your child to get your child better? And she's trying to tell you what the surgery was about, why he was getting the surgery, what can make the surgery can make them better. She was trying to explain everything to you, but you told her that you think it was not a good idea. But you coming up here and saying it was a good idea, but you didn't want the surgery. Stop telling your people lies and tell your people some of the truth.
Drive, a lot of storms and rains. I don't want to, you know, have my little daughter on the road like that.
Yes,
so,
he's a bitter baby dad, Denise. Absolutely. He's bitter. And he knows
sister,
it.
Amongst other people, that's adults. And we went to his appointment and his hearing test came back 100%, guys. You know, his hearing test came back 100%. And so when we got home, the same thing happened today that happened last year. And you guys probably wonder why I'm smiling with such a bad situation, because this is actually a good day. This is literally a good day, man. That's why I said investments, man. Invest, invest, invest. So today I'm on the couch with my family and my doorbell rang. So I had one of my kids to open the door. One of my older kids went to the door. And I'm on the couch and we're on the couch looking at the door and we see, you know, sheriffs and big old circle hats. And I'm like, I said, what did you do, boy? Because he had just came back from the gym. My son just came back from the gym again. He just came back from the gym like 20 minutes earlier. And so it was like deja vu. So I had him answer the door. And he answered the door and he had the door wide open. And I heard the officer say, "Are you Damien?" My son was like, "Huh?" And I said, "What the hell?" I said, "What did you do now, man? What did you do?" They was like, "Oh, no, we're not here for him." So I go to the door, talk to the people.
Now, the reason why they called his son name, because when Erica called the police for the wellness check, she used his name because she thought her daughter was left alone in the house with an underage child, because the father was already out in the car when Erica spoke to him with the 4 or 5-year-old son. So that's why she used the son name. She didn't do it to try to be messy or anything like that. She was trying to get to the bottom of where was her daughter. That was it. Again, he should have just been a man and as you say you are, and a father as you say you are, and just told her where her daughter was at. And all this could have been prevented, and the cops would have never came there.
And I purposely stood on the porch for a minute because I wanted my camera, my Ring camera, to pick up every bit of information that was said. I wanted my camera to pick up everything. But
so if you think that the judge will say, "Oh, Erica, you was wrong," the cops
they said that
house.
You know,
no, the
you
cops
left the kids all alone.
I'm saying.
And so
she had everybody to
I
film
was
the way
like,
she filmed and sent the
really?
there.
I said, I did. So I invited him into my home. I said, he's like, no, that's not necessary. I said, oh, no.
Y'all listen to it now. He ready to come out with his narcissistic behavior. Listen.
You want coffee? You want a beer, glass of wine or something? Like, come on in.
Check it out, y'all. Here the cops. This man is very, very toxic. Oh, the sheriff came to my house. There was only one cop.
Mr. Damien? Damien? Excuse me? Did I do something? Nah, Mr. Damien, I want you to come to my house. Come here. Come in here, officer. I appreciate that.
Here you go, y'all. Here you go.
You know, and they came in. I said, here's one of my kids right here. I said, come on back here in the room, sir. Come on. My other son probably watching Cocomelon or
he got a lot of narcissistic
Paw Patrol or something. He walks, you know, that's not necessary, sir. I said, no, come on. He went on back in the other room, stuck his head around the corner and walked in the room and started laughing, playing with my son and stuff. And, you know, and after we got done, I had a conversation with the guy and he was really nice. I told him what it was. And, you know, I said, you know what? Let's take a picture together.
You told him what it was.
I think he knew who I was, and he was more than happy to take a picture with me, knowing the type of.
So, y'all, let's talk about the picture. That's what narcissist does, right? He took the picture with the police officer because he wanted Erica to get upset, and Erica can think, you thought you had me, but you didn't. The cop was cool. Okay, I let him know about your ass. Okay, that's why he took the picture with the cop. So then he came back and posted a picture with the cop and got the cop in trouble, y'all. Okay, he got the cop in trouble, and then he gonna sit here and say Erica was a security guard. No, y'all, Erica was a police officer. Okay, and she also said on her live that night I was in her live, which I think was this week or either over the weekend. She said as a police officer, they don't go by names, they go by numbers. Okay? So they know exactly the cop that came to his house. Okay? So he took the picture with the police officer to try to shade Erica. Okay? Which what narcissists do, because they got to show them. They got to show you that they're friends with everybody. You know, you thought you had a big one up on me. You don't have a big one up on me. This is all toxic, narcissistic behavior. Okay? I know about them.
Type of dad that I am. And it really made me feel good, you know. And I didn't keep that picture to myself. I sent it to the rightful person.
Look at the picture, y'all. That's the picture.
You know, because I felt like it was necessary. Because the person tried to get my kids taken away from me today to make me look like the dad.
And y'all, why would she get her kids taken away from their own father? I don't get that from her. I get she was concerned about her daughter. That's what I get. But you know, as a narcissist, he has to say that to make himself look good. The cop was not coming there to take the kids. The cop went there to do a wellness check. That was it, and that was all. And when he said he sent the picture to the right person, allegedly, I believe he sent the picture to his attorney. I can read right through these narcissists. Lord have mercy.
A deadbeat parent. And we all know the truth, right? We all
y'all want to support me. My coffee link is in the chat,
we know
guys.
this already. Let me see. So, you know, like me, I'm not really like with that drama stuff, man, because a lot has changed for me. A lot has changed in my life. A lot more is about to change in my life. And a lot has changed in my life that I just haven't, brought to you guys yet. But when someone actually makes an accusation and call the police department and say that you left your children at home alone is an extremely, extremely serious conversation. And situations like that, it brings other organizations into it, like CPS. Speaking of CPS, guys, well, you know what? let's leave that out of here. But I looked into some stuff today, guys, and I was kind of shocked about some other things that transpired recently.
You see how he's trying to throw in the bus and throw our business out?
I've never been one of the type of dads, man, to ever leave my minor children alone. Again, like, who could do something like that? Walk out the house and leave a 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old all by themselves to fend for themselves, to put them in harm's way.
Thank you, Rebecca.
You have to be one sick individual, but you can't be as sick as the individual who actually made the call. That's what I call one sick ass person, bro.
No, you're sick.
I prevailed. My family prevailed because everything that happened today, even though it was an evil, very, very evil attempt, it actually worked out in my favor. And see, I'm not even really on that type of time no more
your favor?
because I'm so happy, man. I got my kids for the whole entire month of July, you know, and you know, I looked into that situation too, guys. I'm gonna say this, man. Pay close attention to your court orders, man. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. I'm not gonna say much, but you know, I've been very persistent with my newborn baby. You know, going to all of her appointments. I've been very consistent and taking my son and my daughter to their appointments, which, mind you guys, is over a 3-hour drive for me, round trip. No, I'm not complaining about it, guys, at all. I love spending time with them.
Okay, she did a live on this too, and she brought up receipts. And she was also saying in her live, I think it was a live or a video, I got to pull it up. She was saying that she wasn't aware of everything. It's like a calendar in the state of Texas that you can download or something, she was saying. But I'm going to put it up this week so y'all can see it. And she said some days that he's supposed to have got the children, he didn't get the children, knowing he's supposed to have got the children. But she said she didn't know. But she said he knew because he had the calendar on the phone. So after that made her start downloading stuff, looking for the truth, and she found the truth.
So I'm going to say for all the good dads out there, man, keep doing your thing, man. Don't let nobody try to steal your joy, because what happens when you do good for yourself? Satan, I'm going to say it again. Satan comes and do 3 things: steal, kill, and destroy.
Absolutely,
and that's his
you're right about that one.
Man. And I kind of see what's going on in my situation. You know, a lot, like I said earlier, I don't mean to sound like a broken record. A lot has changed for me in my life, man. And I'm gonna tell you, all them hating ass people was talking about karma this, karma that. Was the police coming to my house today karma for an allegation that was made up about Damien prior? No, it wasn't karma. It was actually a blessing. This audio, I cannot play that for you guys. I played it, but you know, I can't play it for y'all. You know, all I'm gonna say is this right here. I'm thanking my lucky stars for the family. I'm gonna keep bringing up my family. I'm thanking my lucky stars for the family.
They have to bring up their family when they know
able to
they
give
ain't
me
right.
good advice, you know, so I can pre-plan and always have myself
no family
ready
perfect,
for
sir, so let me
anything that
tell you
comes
that.
at me, man. You have to be prepared. Even when I'm not at home, I'm still prepared. When I go to appointments, I'm always prepared, man. I make sure that I cross my T's and dot my I's, because this is one of those seasons, man. When you're doing good for yourself and you happy, you don't know what's going to come your direction. Yes. You always have to be prepared. You could have an allegation put on you at the drop of a dime. Even with this police officer that came to my house, man, even when he said what he said, you know, we just kind of laughed. And I think he knew why we laughed, because in the door, my kids are running up to him like.
Now, you see what he said? We laughed. Him and the police officer laughed. See, that's why Erica probably turned that goddamn cop in, because of what the fuck he said. Okay? Because a police officer should not laugh at an incident that they are going on for a wellness check. See, but a narcissist, not gonna always never know when they are saying shit that they shouldn't say or doing shit that they shouldn't do. Okay, because they got to keep a facade up. Okay, so he had to keep that facade up to have Erica think that him and the cop, they're friends, they're cool. Oh, I think I know him. You know, we took a picture together. That's what narcissistic people do with toxic ass behavior. Okay, so that's why, you know, maybe he got in trouble, because why will a cop laugh about going out there to do his job to do a wellness check on a child? Okay, but that came out of his mouth, not mine.
Hugging his leg and stuff. So it's like, it was just crazy to me, man. But yeah. So this is the first time in my 55 years, man. You guys don't have a lot of kids.
Stop having babies.
I have really good relationships with
you
all
got
of my
kids in their
man.
30s and you still having children.
This is the first time in my 55-year history I have ever
raise the small ones you got
had the police
and be happy with that and live your life.
And say that an accusation was put or alleged on me that I left the kids home. And when I tell you, man, like, listen, I had a cup in my hand, you know, I was sipping, you know, sitting next to my fiance on the couch, and I was sipping. And when he said what he said, like, we both literally almost like spit our drinks out. It would have been sweet tea all over the damn.
You see what he said, y'all? So this is why he got that cop in trouble. Him and the cop had tea. They laughed. They almost spit their tea out. See, he don't understand. See, narcissists don't care about getting you in trouble because they don't have a mind to think clearly. Okay? Only thing they think about, you is on their side at that moment. So he didn't care about that cop job, because if he did, he would have made this video and said the things that he said. This cop came to do a job and not to be your friend. But again, as a narcissist and as a toxic person, he didn't realize what he was doing. Because only thing he was doing to try to get back at Erica. That's it, and that's all, period.
Floor, man. But man, listen. They really try to take my kids from me, man.
They didn't try to take your
kids. It would have been
Stop
so
lying.
crazy, because I would have got it right back within like
stop it.
an hour or so.
I want to have a bit about you.
Like,
oh God,
why the accusation was made. My son had an appointment. I kept other people informed on the awesome news of his progress with his.
And I always say, when a man do things to one woman, he will continue to do to every woman he with. Especially when you're dealing with a toxic man or a narcissist man. Okay, they will do that. Okay, it just takes time. It's a matter of time. This woman that he's getting ready to marry, okay, she's going to see the real him too. It just takes time. Okay, it takes a lot of time. Sometimes, you know, women can see things and they're blind to it. And maybe right now, maybe she do see things, but maybe she just worried about the marriage. You know, I want to marry him. I don't know how she's thinking. Okay, but she is going to see some things, that she doesn't like. And like I said, she might say it already. She might say it, but she's going to still marry him. Okay, she will.
This hearing. And it just, what the hell, man?
Exactly.
What the hell? Now, tomorrow I have to take my son to another appointment. Now I got to take my daughter too. So I'm not for sure what's going to happen at this appointment, but you better believe that I'm going to be crossing my T's and dotting my I's. Tomorrow, just like I did last week when I was there, it was some more stuff said that I said. But thank God, God, man. Thank God. Thank God for the people who love me the most. Thank you.
Man,
thank
acting like he.
So I'm gonna make sure that I cross my T's and dot my I's.
Like
but again, I made the video, man, because I literally it's a serious situation, but it's not serious for me anymore. It's serious as it is for others. But I made the video because
you made the video because you want to show your people that you was getting back at Erica. That's why you made this video, and you're a toxic man and you're a narcissist. That's why you made this video. Okay? Because you got to get your people on your side to believe you and to believe that Erica ain't shit. She's toxic. She's evil. She's demonic. I'm going to put her black ass in jail. I'm going to take the goddamn kids away from her. You never going to be shit. That's why you made this video.
I had a lot of stuff crazy happen to me over the years, man. Like, I've had a lot of crazy stuff happen to me over the years. A lot of crazy. Y'all witnessed it. But this was by far
exactly
one of the craziest accusations.
And she's going to take his ass to the motherfucking bank.
But I can promise you guys, it's never going to happen again. I'm not even going to apologize for what's going to happen.
Man, you can see through the laughing and smiling. Absolutely, Denise.
Oh, I got this big old gigantic bag of pop-up.
Like, I know about that narcissist shit.
I was sitting here. And I hope my kids ain't in the house alone because they're not in the back of my truck.
You don't have to show every goddamn thing you fucking do.
Get out here and get in.
And he's been using his kids.
See you guys in the next video. Till next time, Damien Shire. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Follow me on TikTok, man. We are on the road to 200K on TikTok. Go follow me right now, guys, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. A whole lot more coming for you guys. I love you. I'm out. Peace.
Okay, y'all. It's another video. I'm gonna show of another guy that's covering this case. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Let me find him. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get to his channel. Let me get to his channel. Like, he just trying to make her look bad, which we know, narcissist man does. We had tea. We spit the tea out, the things that, if I were Erica, I would report that shit too. Hell yeah. You ain't gonna be no goddamn officer sitting there talking about me. No. You came in to do a job, you do it. Now, will I say the officer did that? I'm not gonna say that because I was not there. But he put it out there as though him and the officer was cool and all this shit. And they had tea together and wine. I'm just saying wine, but yeah, that's what he put out. Okay, hold on, y'all. I think this is him. Y'all can support me with the coffee if you like it. Okay, let me get on his video. Okay, this is a video that he did. Okay, I'm gonna skip over this part, y'all. And let's get right on with it. Oh shit. What did I do wrong? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Hold on. All right, y'all let me know if y'all can hear it.
You have to understand the love you have for yourself. You can be a big creator.
Now, he's talking about Erica's baby father in this video.
The voice for some women, these young women that been through stuff that you've been through. Not having a father, having multiple baby daddies, having a crazy baby daddy that lies and manipulates, have another baby daddy that ghosts you. You can be that voice. But you have to stop this drama and this tit for tat. Oh, he did this to me, I'm going to get him back. He did that to me, I'm going to show him. You got to stop that.
Make a lot of sense.
Because this is the social media and it's steady growing. The internet is undefeated.
Absolutely.
And it's going to stay undefeated. So that means your children one day going to run across these videos. And they're going to want to know why you and daddy was going at it. They're going to want to know why him and the kids going to ask daddy why mommy and him was going at it. They're going to ask them questions.
Facts.
Y'all need to stop airing y'all business out on here just to get a paycheck. Y'all looking at it like, well, shoot, if we gonna talk behind closed doors and stuff, though, why we just put it out there and get the money too? I understand that, but that's not everybody's business.
Tell the truth.
To air y'all business out on this YouTube. Erica, you believe in God. I know you believe in God. But you have to start letting God hold that steering wheel. Right. You got to start meeting God halfway. You can't keep straddling the fence saying, oh, I'm God, this and that, and then fall off and then come back to this drama. You have kids. Kids. 3 boys and a beautiful young girl.
And I like him, y'all, because he didn't bash. He just spoke his opinion.
That angriness, that malice, that hatred that you have in your heart, you have to let it go, baby. You got to let it go. You got to raise up and become a man, baby girl. I mean, not a man, a woman. I'm so hyped, my mind is everywhere because I'm thinking about the stuff he done did and used. That's why I said man. But you have to become a woman. Just because people have kids and they got the age to say they're a woman don't mean they're a woman. Just because a man in their 50s or their 60s don't mean they're a man. Some people can be 60 years old and still have a kid's mind or still have kids' ways or be childish. Age don't mean nothing. It's the maturity. It's the way you handle situations. It's the way how you fall and bounce back up. That's becoming a woman. That's becoming a man. That tit for tat, that I'm gonna get you, you gonna get me. Ain't nobody hurting in this situation but the children. Y'all might be lacing y'all pockets up. Y'all might be getting the numbers. Y'all might be getting the views. But it ain't hurting nobody but these kids. Ain't nobody is suffering but these kids. Right. Because of what mommy doing and because of what daddy doing. When y'all gonna say enough is enough? Huh? Look at the one kid, Tinker, just got on here on your platform, dogging her granddaddy. And you thought that was funny and hilarious. I'm not gonna say you was laughing, but in deep inside, you're like, yeah, I'm getting some good gossip. I'm getting some good tea. And I keep telling y'all the tea done. The tea don't have no sugar anymore. It's watered down. That ain't good tea. That ain't good tea. Humiliating your daughter's father, your son's father, using his granddaughter as a pawn. That's not good. That ain't a good look on nail one of y'all. Why y'all think I got the clown shirt on? Because both of y'all acting like clowns. You get what I'm saying? He got a whole woman with a newborn baby. You got kids that you can build a career. You don't think people love a woman with her kids and y'all doing videos together? That's going to blow up before drama. Drama get good numbers. It might take a time because people have to catch on and then they going to always have in their head what kind of trick bag Erica going to come out of. But you have to show them that you have changed. Start doing videos with your kids. Start doing playful stuff with your kids. Do pranks and stuff with your kids. Look at the Prince family. They really ain't doing videos, but they doing videos with their children and they blowing up. Look at all the other YouTubers doing stuff with their kids. Read books with your kids on the internet and show them that you can do stuff with your kids and blow up and become successful. You don't have to do this drama. You don't have to keep going back and forth with your baby daddy. You don't have to slandering your baby daddy. Do something positive and watch it blow up. You have children. People love children and women. They love it.
That is true what he was saying. I used to say that about Bree. I just say that about Bree. Use your kids, baby. That shit would blow up. People love to see kids and skits and stuff like that. So that part, I definitely do agree with him on that. And that's any content creator. You know what I'm saying? If you got kids, I always said that. You know what I'm saying? But make sure your kids like the camera because all kids don't like camera. You know what I'm saying? Some kids don't want to be in camera. So make sure your kids is comfortable, you know, being in videos and different stuff like that. You know, just because you're their mother, you know, I tell any woman that don't mean, you know, because you're a content creator and you're their mother, don't force them into things that they don't want to do, because some kids don't like that. But if your kids like that, yes, he is right. That will definitely get you a bag.
Platform off of drama. You don't want to base your platform off of mess. You don't want the people to see you in the street. Oh, there go that messy girl. Ooh, wait, what's she gonna do next? Because why they gonna say that? Because they know it's not fake. They know you being messy for real. They know this. When you gonna change and really build something for those children, build a legacy for those children? Study putting bad tastes in people's mouth, making you have a bad image to where sponsors don't want to mess with you, where people don't want to do videos with you, where big creators turning their back because they don't know what trick bag you're going to get out of.
Now, he's right, because sometimes you can get sponsored and different stuff like that, so he is right about that too. But I'm not going to say she's messy, because if you call her messy, you got to call him messy too, okay? So she just responds back to him when he say things about her. She comes back out, she responds, she show receipts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna call her no clown. I'm not gonna do that. I don't like all that name calling stuff. Y'all know I don't do all the name calling. But she comes back and she rebuttals back from him. I think, when they was in a relationship, I think she took a lot from him. She took a lot, When you take a lot from a narcissist or a toxic man, you know what I'm saying? You try to hold on as long as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because I did the same thing. Then when you feel like, okay, it's time to expose this, a lot of people look at you as being drama. A lot of people look at you as being toxic. A lot of people look at you as all kinds of stuff. But that don't mean everybody is toxic and drama because they come out here to, rebuttal back from what was said. It all depends on how you're doing it. Now, when you come up and start calling names and talk about, people, kids and all that, that's being very toxic. She never, ever once talked about his children. Okay. She only always kept it on him and what he did to her and exposed the lies, what he said. So that's all I ever, seen her do.
If they work with you, then you get mad and you air all their business out. That's why people don't want to work with you, because they don't know what you gonna do. You got to change that image. You'd have been around big creators, so you know you have the ability to be around big creators. You know you have the ability to work with big creators, but they scared. They paranoid because they don't know which Erica they gonna get. Because y'all can do a video together, then they say one thing or do one thing wrong, it's aired out or they record it. So they don't want to take no chance.
And that is true. That is true, because we said the same thing about Bree before, so that is true. I definitely agree with that. When big content creators, may want to do something with you or brand you or whatever they may do, they may go back and look at some of your content. They may say, oh, I don't want to do this, because I don't want this out here. So what he's saying right here, I do agree with him on that part too, and I hope after she, finish what she finished, I hope she get back to her regular content, because she was doing regular content. She was doing good content. She was dropping good stuff. She really was. So, I believe she will get back to her regular routines. So, sometimes you have to give people time to get back where they was at before, so maybe after she feel like, she exposed and took up for herself, and she'll be like, okay, it's over, it's done with. Let me get back to my, to me, who I am, Erica. Let me get back to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to say she toxic by exposing what she exposing, because sometimes it takes a long time for a woman or a man, because men be in toxic relationships too, to come out and expose what they got to expose. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like all these receipts and stuff that Erica exposing, that Erica been had all this stuff, and she just didn't want to put it out there. But at this point, he forced her to do what she's doing. So, that's why she's doing it.
It's like that. But you did that because putting mess out here, putting drama out here, and you can be bigger than what you are. You and your children can be big. The Love by Erica family. You get what I'm saying? You can be big. And you know you can be big. You know all the games now. You know all the tricks. You know how YouTube works. You know the algorithm, all that.
Erica's
you know
in
how
her
to
30s,
get to numbers. You know how to manipulate
55.
the situations on this YouTube. Not manipulate it in a good way. A good way. Quit involving that man family in your mess. Let that man handle that. And if that man don't handle that situation, he'll pay for that. But you don't edge it on. You don't keep throwing gasoline on the fire. You know what that man about. You know that man, a lot of the stuff the man be saying be lies. You know that, but you don't have to air it out. You don't have to use his family against him. Because now y'all share a family. Y'all got 2 children. Stop being bitter. Move on. Because to people, it don't look like you moved on because you constantly messing with this man. I don't know if that man saying things behind closed doors and still talking in your ear, sweet nothings. I don't know that. But all I'm
and that is the thing, y'all. You see what he said? He don't know. Where Erica came on her platform a couple of days ago, and she did put him out there. He was still sending her money to get her hair done, talking to her and everything. So yes, they was talking behind the scenes. Yes, they was. I guess when he started playing with Erica and lying on her and saying things about her, that's when Erica came back and started exposing him.
I'm telling you, you put a stop to it. If he is doing it, you put a stop to it. Stop bothering that man. If it ain't about those kids, don't talk to that man. Don't even entertain that man. Do what you need to do to build an empire for you and your children. You got a lot of single moms out here raising their children without their father. It would be nice to have the father in the life, but hey, that don't stop it. You still have to be a mother and raise and build an empire, build a kingdom, a queendom. Because you don't have a king, so you got to build a queendom. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. You know I'm going to keep it real the millionaire's way. Because I'm J. Michael, the millionaire. Come on now. I'm giving my opinion. I'm not hating. I'm not throwing nobody under the bus. I just want y'all to understand and work together as co-parenting for these children, a mom and a dad. Because at the end of the day, like I said, these children is the ones that suffer. And we need to be parents now and start saving our children because our children out here killing.
That's true. I agree with
that.
A
prime example. The McDonald's girl. The manager, as the employees were saying she was bullying, she didn't deserve to lose her life because she got children. But at the end of the day, that young girl, if y'all watch her platform, they seen she was kind of loony. So why keep messing with it? Why keep poking something? Because y'all gonna keep doing this, then somebody gonna get hurt.
That's true.
Somebody gonna get hurt, and it's gonna take off of the internet, and it's gonna get personal in real life. Stop
I agree.
it.
I definitely agree with that too.
Before somebody get hurt. And it ain't, and it's always the person that's innocent that get hurt. The ones that started the mess always come out unscathed. It's the innocent ones, the bystanders, is who get hurt. Enough is enough. Erica, Crier, enough is enough. This tea is played out. This drama is played out. Y'all been doing this for years, bashing each other on this internet. Enough is enough. Y'all have these children, man. Erica, he moved on. Crier, quit manipulating the situation if you is. I'm not saying you is, but if you is, quit manipulating it and leave it alone, player. Just take care of your kids. And if she ain't doing what you're supposed to do with the kids, take her back to court. But leave the girl alone. Quit manipulating the situation.
And that's exactly what he's doing, manipulating the situation.
Dude. And if you don't want no dude, find your woman, whatever. I'm not saying that, but just be alone until you get your mental right, till you get your situation right, and raise those kids. Leave that man alone. You know he ain't about nothing in your book. But enough is enough. Enough is enough. Yeah. I met baby Dion. Me and him hit it off like that. We was fighting, playing, wrestling. It's my little buddy now. Kids are innocent. Kids are innocent. So enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. These kids are hurting. And y'all need to sit down as parents and talk to these children, especially you, Cry. Go talk to your granddaughter. See what's bothering her. See what's bothering her. See why she's hurting. Understand her pain. See why she feels she's not being loved. See why did she ask her, understand why she went to Erica platform. It wasn't for Erica amusement. Everybody think that, but it wasn't for Erica amusement. It was to get back at you. It was to hurt you because she knows.
Yes, y'all, his granddaughter went to Erica platform to tell her story, how he was treating her, how he just wanted her to come on his platform to do videos and all that stuff with her to make money off of her, okay? And she's hurting behind this. So she took to Erica platform, because I was in the chat. This was like 2 days ago. And she took to Erica platform to tell her story in the chat. She was talking in the chat. Somebody from the bushes went back over there and told him what she was saying. And he said, I don't care what she said. What a narcissist will say. What a toxic person will say. Yeah, that's what he said.
You know how you feel about Erica. So she knew that would hurt you. She knew that would get to you. So that's why she did it. Because you hurting her. Because she feel you don't love her like she want to be loved. She feel that her dad gone, that y'all would have pulled her in even more and closer.
Yes, y'all, her father did pass away. But this man is telling the truth about that. She was hurting inside. So she went to Erica platform. She wanted him to hurt by telling her story on Erica's chat, the way he hurted her. Because after her dad passed away, he forgot about her. He forgot.
That's children, man. I'm not saying you're supposed to be there every day, all day, catering to her, but show her that she's loved. Picking her up, every 4, 5 months, every 6 months, or once a year, just to do a video with her. That's not love.
Facts.
I know you 100 miles, 1,000 miles away, man. I understand that. But you have to find a way to love that little girl, man.
That's right.
You have to find a way to love your other grandkids, man. You
Absolutely.
have to find a way to balance your love between all your kids, man.
Yes. He's right, y'all, because this man have a lot of grandkids and a lot of kids, okay? And that's why I say, why does he keep having all these children? Love the children you have and let them grow. Love your grandkids. You have so many children and grandkids and you constantly keep having babies. It seems like every woman you meet, you having a damn baby. Like, that shit is crazy. I agree with this guy. Like, what is going on here?
You can quit letting your baby mama get under your skin. Erica, quit letting your baby daddy get under your skin. And y'all move on and live your life. I know you doing yours, Cry. I know that. I understand that. But you got to quit letting stuff like this stop your motion. You go to your granddaughter, man. Stop being mad at your granddaughter, man. You don't understand her hurt. You don't understand her
she
pain.
hurt y'all. She lost her dad.
But you her grandfather. Y'all share the same loss. Go to her, dog. Talk to her, dog. Get that understanding, dog. Before you shun her, before you get mad, before you get angry, before you feel betrayed because she went to Erica platform. Understand your granddaughter hurt. Absolutely. And watch what happened. Build that bond. Because again, she didn't get on Erica platform to amuse her. She got on there to vent.
Yep,
because
absolutely.
She can't vent to you.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want to listen. You don't want to understand. Everything is about crier. Everything is about crier amusement. That's how she look at it. So she knew going on Erica platform,
she could get her story out.
It would give you that dagger. It would make you feel betrayed, like she feel betrayed by her family because her dad is gone. And she feel her family, her dad family don't show her no love, no attention, no kind of, hey, how you doing, nothing. So she feel betrayed. So she got on Erica platform to make you feel betrayed. That's what that was, man.
This man is telling the truth.
That feel betrayed. J. Michael, wow.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all one more and I'm out of here. Because I think he had a part 2 to this. So what do y'all think about his video? I think he made a lot of sense. I think he did. I can't even, he didn't disrespect Erica. He didn't disrespect Erica baby father. He just basically told the truth. How he felt. So hold on, let me just bring this one. And this will be the last one for the day.
Same old phone?
Hold on, let me get up this commercial.
Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Hey, Auntie Strobes.
Do you love your bank?
No. Okay, what do y'all think about the videos? What do y'all think about this so far? Everything I played today.
Place like that.
Having bad days just 'cause you might have won. I've been through the.
I just want to get through something.
Hey. It's your boy J. Michael with another V-I-D-E-O. Y'all know the rigging nail was coming. Y'all know J. Michael, the rigging nail was coming.
Yes, I think he was too. I like it because he didn't do no name calling and all that stuff, and I respect him for that.
Y'all knew
he just told it like it was.
Coming. And I ain't finna choose no sides.
That's how I feel,
real,
like that.
The rigging nails way.
That's how I feel too. It wasn't about taking sides, it's about the truth. And a lot of things that Erica baby father is doing is wrong. He's gaslighting his people. He's manipulating his people. He got his people thinking it is all Erica. He got his people thinking he don't fuck with Erica behind the scenes, but he is fucking with her behind the scenes. And you heard what the guy said in the first video. If you talking to her behind the scenes, stop it. Stop manipulating the situation, because that's exactly what he's doing. So when he do that, that make Erica gotta come out and prove her point that he is a liar. Okay? And yes, I do believe Erica can be, she's in college. She's getting a degree. Okay, she's working on that. And I want her to keep working on it, and I know she will because she's ambitious. You know what I'm saying? And she do take care of her kids. I gotta give her that. I can't see and say she don't take care of her kids. She keep a very clean house. Okay? And when he said that she put up GoFundMe's, I don't know. I'm not going to speak on that because I've never seen that. Now, did she put up an Amazon wish list when she moved in her new home? Yes, she did. And a lot of people do that as content creators because the supporters help them. And that's what her supporters asked her to do. And they gave her a lot of nice stuff for her new home. Okay? That because you think you so rich and you don't do that, that don't make she can't do that. Okay? People can do what they want to do. That because someone else don't do nothing. So let's get into this video.
Let's go. So how we want to start this off? Y'all? First off, let's say, Erica, I heard you, I listened to your video, pieces of it. I ain't gonna say I listened to it all. I ain't gonna even lie like that. Because people were sending me pieces of it, so I didn't even watch it. People were sending me little clips and sending me little recordings of it. First, I'm gonna get on you, and I'm not dogging you. I'm not bashing you. I'm just gonna give my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's on how you receive it and how you take it and how you consume it in. But I'm not finna get on here and dog you and talk crazy. I'm not finna do none of that. But I'm just gonna give you the millionaire's opinion the best way I can, and hope you take it with a good grain of salt, as they say. First off, you are a mother that been through the game. You ain't in your 40s yet, but you done been through a lot in your life. Now you have children, beautiful children that you have to raise to be adults, to be young teenagers, to become adults. You have to do that. You understood what you had when you had a baby the first time by this man, right? You understood that. You left the man, y'all went y'all separate ways, then you had a baby by Butter a Pecan, right? Then you came back and went back to Cactus Head and had a baby by him, right? So you played the game. You knew what you was getting into when you kept going back and forth, right or wrong.
Best part of the party, snooping in the bathroom. Ooh, party foul. Not listening to your dentist. Make the Sonicare switch. All right, champ. Be gentle, be effective, be you. I love you.
Don't settle for less.
These
Host
commercials
the
get on
perfect
my
party with
nerves
Rayovac.
so
Get
bad.
more savings and power more.
Hey, Shelly.
Okay.
Okay, now y'all, let me stop it here. Okay, yeah, she went back, right? And a lot of us women do go back. We do go back, right? So we don't know what he says to her to make her go back. Because men know how to wean women back in with the good role and the good mouthpiece that they say, right? And she probably still had feelings for him. Now, I don't know if she was in love with him, but she probably had feelings for him. Okay, so she still had feelings for him, and they was trying to work it out, because that's what it sounds like to me, and she went back, which most women do, and which most guys do the same thing. So we can't blame her for going back. We can't blame a guy from going back in a relationship, because that happens a lot. Sometimes men go back 6-7 times. Sometimes women go back 6-7 times until a woman or a man get fed up and say, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. So we can't never blame a woman or a man for keep going back. Now, again, do women see red flags? Absolutely. Do they ignore them sometimes? Yes, because the love can overpower you to make you don't see the red flags. And same thing go for a man. So that's why the men and women keep going back. So I just want to make that clear. Because he had to keep saying some good game to her, and she went back and they had another baby. Okay? And maybe she thought things will work out and things will get better. But it did not get better.
You're a child, your daughter, your sons. You have to build a future for them. All this drama, all this BS, you got to tone it down. Now, one thing I will say, when I ain't gonna even put their name out there because I ain't trying to get them no kind of shine, but they know who I'm talking about. When they call your daughter a B, I ain't with that either. Cactus Head gave this person a shout out to try to get back at you. That wasn't cool.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I definitely know who he's talking about. Okay. So this woman talked about Erica kids like a dog, right? Because Erica addressed that on her platform. Erica got upset because he talked about their kids, and I'm going to say their kid because they have kids together. And he went and gave this person a shout out. And Erica was very upset behind that. And she had every right to be, because there's no way you're going to talk about my goddamn kids and then I'm going to give you a shout out for your page. Okay? So he was dead wrong for that. When someone cross your kids, you don't ever fuck with them no more. Period.
Lie, cry. We don't have no problems, but you know the reason there. I'm going to give my opinion. Good, wrong, right, however you see it. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I give the beef stew. All this tea y'all putting out there.
Now, I don't know who the person really is, but Erica spoke of this on her panel.
The cheese don't have no sugar in them more. It's flat. It's watered down. Why is y'all still on this Erica and Cryer mess? It's watered down. That tea ain't no good no more. Y'all need to come over to the beef stew. But let me get back to what I was saying. You don't let nobody disrespect your children. None. That woman called your child a B.
Yes, y'all.
If you give this woman a shout out to try to get back at your baby mama, forget the baby mama. That's your daughter.
Right. So I know he's not lying because I was in Erica chat that night when she went off. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Some things that Erica is rebutting back from because the things that he is doing and she does not like it. I don't feel Erica is a drama queen. I don't feel any of that. I don't get that from her. I feel like she's coming out. She's telling her truth. I feel like that she's been living with this toxic man for so long. She kept a lot in because you got to remember when you come out of a toxic relationship dealing with a toxic man or a narcissist man, you do hold a lot in for a long time. And when it's time to bring that shit out, it's like it's nonstop. You keep going. You don't know how to stop. So that's what I'm seeing in Erica. Okay, that's what's going on with her. But the baby father got on his platform and shot this woman out and called his daughter a B. Okay, and it got back to Erica, and Erica came live, and she was very upset behind it. So yeah, he's not lying about that because I was in Erica chat that night.
Player, that's your child. I don't give a care if it's for clicks, views, whatever. You don't let nobody disrespect your child and then give them some shine.
Facts.
I ain't did nothing that bad playing. You didn't want to give me no shine, but this mug called your child a B. And you give this mug some shine. Player, where your morals? Where your standards?
Facts.
Just because you want to get at your baby mama, there's other ways to get at your baby mama without putting them kids in it and let people disrespect your children. Just like your baby mama.
That's true.
Your baby mama disrespect your kids 100 million times. And you went off the deep end.
Sure did.
But now y'all share 2 children together. And you want to get back at this one that's so bad that you let somebody disrespect your child by calling them out their name? And you ain't got no ties to this person. You ain't got nothing going on with this person. You don't even know this person. And you give this person some shine. That ain't cool, player. And like I said, me and you got to understand it. But you know one thing about J. Michael the Riggin that I don't play when it come to kids. Darion is my stepson, player. And to keep it 100, I called him my stepson. Me and his mom really ain't married. But I treat him like he's mine. I don't even use the word step because that's my son. I'm with his mama, so that's my son.
That's
and I'll be damned if I let a motherfucker disrespect that dude there, player.
That's good.
Excuse my French, but I don't play when it come to kids. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect nothing that's mine. My biologicals or my kids by other women. You ain't gonna disrespect nothing. Step kids, half kids, play kids, whatever. God kids, you ain't gonna disrespect mine.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
Internet,
and I agree.
Social media, whatever. You don't let nobody disrespect your child, man. Darion is my child. He might have shot out of your balls.
The way it looks like
he's
okay
my child.
For someone to call his children
don't disrespect him.
Yes.
So for you to let somebody shoot out your balls and get disrespected just to get at your baby mama, what's wrong with you, player?
I like what he said,
what's wrong with you? It's many ways to get back at people. But you don't. Again, I can't stress it enough. You don't let nobody disrespect your babies. No how, no way. I don't give a care how mad you are at Erica. You knew what you had when you got with Erica. You knew what you had when you went back to Erica and did it to her raw and had another child. You knew what you was doing.
Facts.
Okay. Ready to avoid talking about salary?
Amazing means the tooth fairy made it to the house last night. Amazing.
Okay, these commercials be killing me, y'all, but
with your powwow. You get what I'm saying, player? So you can't get mad at that girl. You need to be mad at yourself. Because you knew what you was doing when you went back. She knew what she was doing when she opened them legs. And y'all wasn't using protection.
Yes, it is, Miss J.
Y'all got 2 beautiful young children that y'all have to protect. I don't give a damn how mad she is at you. I don't give a damn how mad you is at her. Y'all still have children y'all have to protect and raise. Separate households or the same household. It don't matter. Y'all still have to co-parent and take care of them children. You see what I'm saying? I know I was on Eric, but it flipped to him. But because it was on my mind, so I had to get it off before I forgot. See, just like the kid situation, you say that the baby was with somebody else when you went on your trip to come pick up Darion, right? That's what you said. You said she went to dinner or lunch, whatever. They went out to eat. We'll just put it like that. They went out to eat. Okay, that's fine and dandy. But say she was with So-So. Everybody knows Erica ways. Erica know Erica ways. But at the end of the day, you are the adult. You are the grown man. You are the father. And there's nothing wrong with a woman wanting to know who their child gonna be around.
Absolutely. Did I say that, y'all? Erica had every right to call. And this is coming from a man. This is coming from a man. Okay? What did I say earlier in this live? Erica had every right to want to know where her child was at. And as you being a father and a man, as you say you were, why didn't you tell her where the child was at? That could have prevented the police from going to the house. But no, you want to get back at her by not telling her. You wanted her to suffer. You wanted her to wonder. You wanted her to be in pain. That's why you didn't tell her. Because you are evil.
Hard to trust anybody around your child, especially women sometimes, because women can be vindictive when it's other people's kids. They can pinch them, they can punch them, they can feed them stuff to keep them asleep. They can do all of those type stuff to your child. I'm not saying So-So like that before people get to putting comments and getting all. No, I'm not saying she's like that. I'm just saying people in general.
Right.
You have to be careful when you're leaving your kids around other people. She never met her. She never been around her.
I said that too.
And that's just right. To have a formal meeting. This is a person that your kids gonna be around, her kids. So of course she want to meet this person that's gonna be around my children. You scared. You don't be scared. You are the man. You are the man.
See, y'all, this guy is telling the truth. When he said he's scared, he's saying he's scared to let Erica meet that woman because he don't want Erica to get close to that woman. See, a narcissist don't let you get close to their new woman because they already know you know everything about them because you done been with them for a while and all this shit for years and shit. Okay, so he don't want Erica to get close to this new girl that he just had his baby by because he feel that Erica and her may get close and Erica can shine some light on this woman. So this man is telling the truth. He's scared. He's scared. And if the man wouldn't have said that, I definitely know that because that's all narcissistic behavior. Okay? So he come on his platform and want people to think he's this, he's that, and all of that. Now, I'm not going to take away that he's not a good father because I do think he's a good father, but I do think he's a gaslighter and he is a fucking manipulator. Okay? And he played with Erica again behind the scenes when he was with this woman. Okay? But he's trying to come out here and act like he wasn't. So Erica had to come out here and prove to the people that she was not lying about the shit that he was saying. But this man is on point.
You're supposed to have the control of the situation. Look, we're going to have a sit-down, a formal meeting. If we have to be in a public restaurant and eat. But we going to sit down so you can meet this person that my daughter and my son going to be around.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
You tell
because y'all have a baby now. And I'm quite sure So-So feel the same way. She ain't just going to let her kid go with anybody without meeting them. That's just...
It's right. So-So is not going to do that. So you should have the same respect for Erica. But you don't have respect for her because you dislike her so bad. You have no respect for your kid's mother. You don't have no respect for her. And you feel like you ain't got to do shit. Only thing you feel like, if I say I got the kids, I say she's going to keep them, she's going to keep them. I don't give a damn what Erica say. That's how he feels. The father. That's how he feels. You see what I told y'all in the beginning of the live when So-So went live on TikTok allegedly and said the baby stink. Change your daughter. She stink. And Erica was on that live and heard exactly what this girl said about her baby. But as you being a stepmother, if that's what you want to say, to her children, and you are in a relationship with her father, you should have never even came out your mouth on a TikTok live with thousands of people on a live and exposed something like that. You should have muted the live, went told the father, I think your baby, need to be changed. Or muted the live and say, hold on, y'all, let me change the baby, I'll be back. But no, you didn't want to do that. So of course, Erica shouldn't trust you from that point on around her children because of what you said on your TikTok live. Let's be real.
Just some mothers and some fathers. You get what I'm saying? That's your child, man. At the end of the day, however you look at it, you laid down with that woman and had 2 kids with that woman. So you have to suffer the consequences if she's a good mother, bad mother, crazy woman, psycho mama. You did that. So at the end of the day, you have to be a father and a stand-up father and raise them kids and let that woman meet that woman. Because that's the woman them kids gonna be. That's the woman them kids gonna be around, right? So why she can't meet her? What, you think she gonna act crazy? That's why you meet her in the public spot. That's why you have your camera or you're recording on. However y'all do that. But you just don't have your kids around a person and the mama ain't met him, or the mama don't even know him, or the mama ain't even had a conversation.
And then y'all, let's remember what he's saying and making sense. But let's remember this. He was talking to this woman behind Erica back when he was still with Erica. So do you think by any chance Erica would love this woman, or be close to this woman, but she would definitely want to meet this woman because you are in the house every day around my children. You're keeping my children when the baby father is not there. So I agree with everything this guy is saying. But see, he don't want Erica to meet this woman. He don't. Okay? But his supporters is not going to see it and view it the way this man is telling it. Or the way I'm telling it and viewing the situation. No, not his supporters. He gonna listen. No, don't let her meet her. Don't let her. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think Eric would be ratchet. I don't think anything. I don't think that. I don't see that in her. But I do see in Erica, she'll meet you where you at if you come for her. But other than that, I think Erica would be unprofessional and have a conversation with you. Those are her children. She has every right to feel the way she feels. Now, he's taking her back to court now because he's trying to get this woman locked up. That's what he's trying to do to this woman. He's trying to get her locked up. Okay? That's why he always talk about his attorney and all this shit.
You should get a feel of that person. You don't do that, man. There's too much BS going on out here. And it always happened in home. It always happened to the people that's close to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and you had a long talk. We sat down and we had a long talk. And we got an understanding. But you know me, I'm going to keep it real when I see something ain't right. And what you doing right now ain't right when it comes to them kids, man. I ain't talking about spending the time part. I'm talking about the meeting and then the doctor thing that they put on there, that you canceled the doctor appointments because you had something to do. You your own boss. You your own boss, man. Your own boss. You could have preset 7, 8 videos, even 3 videos. Preset them to handle what you need to handle for your children. Doctors' appointments is more important.
Facts, y'all. Facts. He could, when you drop videos, you drop them the time and the date that you want to drop. That's what this man is saying. Okay? You cancel out that doctor's appointment for that child because of what? Shame on you. Okay? And that was another reason to hurt Erica also. Okay? And then you're going to say allegedly because you said out your own mouth that your lawyer said you don't have to take the kids to the doctor when you got them. The appointments can be scheduled on Erica time. Now, y'all tell me, do y'all think that lawyer was right or wrong? Because I feel though she was wrong to tell a father that about his children. I feel, yes, I'm going to stand on that. I'm going to stand on that. He had those kids the whole month of July until August the 4th. Why couldn't he take the kids? Why? I feel as an attorney, I'm going to say she was wrong. That's just my opinion.
Did some videos. Doctors important are more important than anything you had going on if it wasn't life or death situation.
Facts.
Now, if it was about the newborn baby, you had doctor's appointments with that. Okay, I can understand that. Reschedule the appointments for the other babies. Don't just cancel it and not reschedule and take care of your responsibility. You have other children. You just don't have that one child now.
Right.
You don't just have that one child. You have many children.
And this man is right, y'all. And let's make this clear. And I always told y'all this. When narcissists have a new baby, they forget about the other children. Okay? So he's really trying to make everybody think that he loved the two kids by Erica, but it's just a front for social media. Okay? That's it. Because he's trying to make Erica like a bad mother, right? So his focus on now is on the newborn baby by the new woman so-so. Okay? That's what it is. But he come to social media and act like I love all of my kids. And this guy is right. It's not just about your newborn baby now. You have a lot of kids, and you do. And goddamn, you need to stop. You're 55 years old. Enough is enough. I have children. Go get that shit fixed. Do something with yourself.
You do, man. So you got to know how to balance your time and your career. You have to balance that because you out here boinking.
There you go.
So you got to know how to balance that, man. We not getting younger, player. We got more years in back of us than front of us, man. See, like people always say, you don't know the truth. You don't know if he lying. You don't know if she lying. This is what I do. What people say is two sides to every story. Nah, player. It's three sides to every story. Because see, what I do, I take a piece of what my woman say. I analyze it.
He like me. I analyze it. I always say y'all that.
I take bits and pieces out of it, and then I put it together, and I make a lot.
Everything he said, I always tell y'all that. I like to sit there and analyze stuff. Yeah, right? So he is right. It's three sides to a story. I put my own decision together, how I feel about it. And I think everybody should do that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going off what somebody else said. You know, because that person don't have to always be right. And you never know what another person's intentions is when they tell you stuff. They can tell you stuff to turn you against somebody because they don't like them. But have a mind of your own to think how you think and feel how you feel. Don't do what someone else do. So me, I always said that since I had my platform, I like to analyze stuff. And he's correct, and I agree with him on that.
Logical sense out of it. I just don't choose my side. I just don't choose her side. I take bits and pieces and I analyze it and make logical sense. That's three sides to a story because now you got the real truth.
Right.
Because you understand some stuff she said and you understand some stuff that you said. That's how you eliminate arguments. That's how you eliminate problems. You just don't always say you're right. Because ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody everything they say is right. That's why you have to listen to what they say and take what makes sense to you.
That's right.
And her. Then you take what makes sense to you and her, and you put it together.
That's true.
And then you're going to get a good understanding because it's going to make logical sense. You looking at the BS Erica do. You looking at the games Erica play. You looking at the lies Erica told. But didn't you do the same thing?
Facts.
Lie, play games, manipulate. You did the same thing. So when y'all point fingers at each other, y'all both got to look in the mirror because both of y'all did this to each other. Now that you done moved on and now that you done really settled down and said, I'm done with the BS, you don't know how to handle it now. You tired now.
Yeah,
but
you want to throw everything at her.
She created this.
Right.
Now that you done moved on and about to get married and had a beautiful young baby girl, you don't have time for the BS because now you're really trying to be a father. You're really trying to be a good man. You're really trying to be a good husband.
Right. He kicking that shit,
but
honey.
You always got to remember sometimes your past come back and bite you in the ass.
Woo! Baby! Haven't I always said that? When you settle down and try to get your shit together, that's when your fucking past come back and haunt your fucking future. And that's what it's doing to him right now. That's what it's doing to her kid's father right now. And he can't take it. That's why I think this week he took her back to court. Maybe to shut up. Maybe he get a restraining order on her. I don't know. But Erica will, I guess she may talk about it. But if you put a restraining order on this, she won't be able to talk. But anything after that, whatever's going on, Erica probably will come out and talk about it.
When you created this, and you ain't create one, you created two, because you got two kids. You get what I'm saying?
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle. Supplicate with Counseling is for adults with
my
moderate to
last
severe
video, y'all.
opioid
So if you
addiction
want to
who have
donate
started
to my
treatment
channel,
with
you
dosable.
can. It's gonna be the last one I play.
Two. But the mama ain't got nothing to do with them children. You being a good father, trying to. You trying to. I'm gonna give you that.
I give him that too.
But you got to step it up.
Yeah.
You got to step it up even harder, man. We not teenagers no more, dog. We ain't in our 20s no more, dog. We ain't in our 30s no more, dog. Games is done. Honesty, man. Being real. The billionaire's way. Because you know I'm going to keep it real. The billionaire's way. Ah. When you got kids, man, you have to balance it out. You don't think me and my kids go through things? I got majority girls, so you know they personalities is everywhere. But I love them. I love them. I got one daughter, dog. I said she is smart ass. Me and her ain't talking about 2 years because she want me to apologize. I'm not finna apologize to my child for calling her a smart ass and she got smart. See, y'all make these kids soft. Y'all bow down to these children. I don't do that. But what I'm saying is, man, I'm still a father. I still text her. She don't reply. I still wish her happy birthdays. I still do my daddy duties, even though she don't respond. I still do my daddy duties because I'm still a father at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? And that's what you have to do is balance everything. Just like your grandkids, man. Just like your grandkids. You got a granddaughter, Tinker. Instead of getting mad at her because she say stuff, and then you shun her because you feel she's disrespecting you, have you ever sat down and just asked her how she feel?
Yes, and what bothered her.
Dad.
Right.
Her dad passed. Your son. Have you ever just sat down and just...
Yeah, Tinker is the granddaughter, y'all. She came in Erica chat like a couple of days ago, and she told her story in the chat because she feel like she's left out, after her dad passed away. She feel like he didn't love her anymore, and stuff like that. He just shut her down, and he got upset on his live and said, I don't care what she say. That's what he said.
Just said, man, what's really bothering my granddaughter? Study using her for your gain. Study using her to get views.
And that's what she said, y'all. She said that. She said she got tired of him using her for views, and she stopped it. And after that, he cut ties with her, y'all. That's exactly what she said in that chat that night. I was in that chat, and we all was talking to her in the chat that night. That's exactly what she said.
To make it seem like you doing something for your granddaughter. That's a lie you telling yourself.
Thank you, Miss J. I love you.
She know that. This ain't nothing I'm putting out here because she didn't put it out there.
Yep, she sure did.
I'm talking to you, man to man, father to father, grandfather to grandfather.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? You don't know what kind of pain she going through. That's your son. You still grieving to this day. But you're an older person, so you know how to handle your grief.
Yeah, better than she can.
A brother.
But she's only 17, y'all. This is her last year in school.
She just lost her dad, her world. Her world. And you know your son better than anybody. You know he would have spoiled that girl. But see, she think you got money. Because she looking at the Prince family. She looking at your son Damon. So she think you living like that. But you not. Be honest with her, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty fair. but I'm not living like your uncle. Sometimes I have to get help from your uncle. Because sometimes my videos do good, then sometimes I have duds. That's the entertainment business, man.
Facts.
But you have to sit down and explain that to your granddaughter instead of shunning her. Yeah, I'd be pissed too if she went on Erica's platform. But you know Erica gonna do anything to make her chips too. You know that. She gonna make her dolo chips too, plow. That's the game. You didn't taught her the game. She gonna do everything she can do, but you taught her. She done seen how y'all play the game, so she gonna master it. She gonna manipulate the situation any way she can to benefit herself, to make her views go up, to get a check. At the same time, make you look bad and ridicule you by using your own family against you. So what is you getting mad for? You taught her the game. You see what I'm saying? You taught it to her. You showed her how to manipulate it. So you can't get mad on something that you created.
That's facts.
You get what I'm saying? You don't get on here and go back and forth. You call your granddaughter. You come down here. You pick your granddaughter up. You go out and take her to eat. And you sit down and you have a heart-to-heart talk
to her,
with your grandchild, man.
She's hurting.
That girl is hurting.
Yeah, she sure is.
She feels like she don't have nobody. Her mama's side or daddy's side, however it goes, she feel she don't have nobody. And you don't want your granddaughter to get lost in the sauce in them streets because you've been out there in the streets. Thank God that you changed. And
yeah, he is right. He don't want his granddaughter to get lost in the sauce, even though she do have her mom, because her mom was in the chat that night. You know what I'm saying? Her mom was in the chat. She does graduate this year from high school. She is starting a new YouTube channel. And I understand what he's saying. He don't want her to get lost in his sauce. Right, and then she go out here in the world and meet the wrong guy, and she get hurt by the guy because she don't have her dad anymore. You know, her mom can only tell her so much as a mom, but not coming from a dad perspective. So what this guy is saying, he's definitely telling the truth. I agree with him on that point too.
You had a son that pulled you in and showed you a different world. But what you gonna do for your grandchild, player? You gonna let her get lost in the sauce? Trying to find different men to substitute for her father.
I just said
to find different men to substitute for her grandfather. And you can show her love. You can show her the way of how men are supposed to treat you. Oh, I forget. You ain't being no man. You trying to be a man now to so-so. But you have kids, man. And not just
and he's right, y'all. He's trying to love up on so-so and all that stuff, you know. See, that's why when he came on his platform, y'all, and said, yeah, because my kids get a snack at 7:30 and I put my kids to bed at 8. Because Erica already exposed him and said that's what he do because he don't want to deal with the kids so he can get drunk. Okay? That's what Erica said. He don't want to deal with the kids. He makes sure the kids is in bed by a certain time, which Erica do the same thing. Okay? But he want peace in the house. You don't never see those kids running around doing what they want to do. You don't really, let them run around the house. Erica let her kids run around the house, play, all that shit. Yeah. So he's right.
Tinker, man. You have other grandkids, Margaret kids. You just don't have Damon kids. I know you down there with them, Margaret down there with you. You have to balance your skills. You have to balance your grandfather love. You have to balance it, man. It's nothing wrong with balancing the love. I just found out I had a daughter. She's 34. She's 35 now because her birthday just passed July 4th. My granddaughter, man, can't be without her pawpaw now. My baby's 7 years old. I got 2 grandsons. Well, 3 grandsons now. In Dallas. You don't think I miss them dudes? I got to get down there to see them, man. I make every excuse to why I ain't been down there. And that's bad on me, man. Because I have more than one grandchild. And I got a twin in Dallas. My grandson, Amaj, looked just like his pawpaw. And I was so happy, I got a grandchild that looked like his pawpaw. And I got 6 grandkids in Detroit. I got to balance that out, man. I got to find a way to balance that out. I just can't show one love to one grandchild and I got many. You get what I'm saying? I talk to my daughters all the time. I text him. If I don't feel like talking on the phone, I text him. But I stay in communication with my children.
Yeah, that's what it's about, communication.
I just don't choose one to talk to all the time because they're successful. You have many kids, man. You have many grandkids, man. And you got to understand that. And Erica, you got to understand who you are. And I tell you this all the time, as a woman, as a mother. Now, I'm not knocking you, because I would have been mad too. Let somebody disrespect our child and then you give this person a shout out. Oh, I would have been furious. So I understand how you manipulated the situation and used his grandkid against him. I understand that, because I probably would have did some old devious stuff like that too. You gonna let somebody disrespect our child and then give this person praise? I would have did that too. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna get you where it hurt. Because at the end of the day, dog, that's our child. That's our child. I don't care how you feel about me, but that's our child. I understand your feelings. But you gotta stop this drama. He moved on. He had another baby. You had a baby with somebody else. So what you think? That because you had a baby by somebody else, he just got a baby by somebody else, that this is the stuff y'all do? When it's enough, Erica. When it's enough, it's enough. When you gonna say, I'm dealing with that man? You not no bad looking woman, right? So you can find men. Shit, you didn't have a baby by Butter Pecan, even though he looked like a Saint Bernard. I think you was probably drunk when you messed with that one, but at the end of the day, you still got a beautiful young son. You get what I'm saying? A handsome young son. Let me rephrase that. You got a handsome young son. You see? But you got to know your worth. You got to understand your love for your...
Okay, y'all, that was the end of that video, y'all. I think this guy did a great job of breaking it down on both videos that he did. Hey, open book. So, everything this guy said, y'all, I definitely agree with him. You know, he have a lot of grandkids. He have a lot of kids. He got to do better. He got to do better. I mean, keep having these kids, and then, you know, your son passed away, and then you just threw your granddaughter away. You know, your granddaughter feeling some type of way now. You don't want Erica to meet your soon to be wife when her kid's gonna be around. I agree with this guy. This guy said yes, he felt like Erica should meet those children. You know, because of situations that's going on. You know, with women abusing other women, children. I agree with this man. This man make 100%. Everything he said was true, you know? And I hope after all this air out, I hope, Erica just, do move on, finish up her other content that she was doing. Because she do good content. I can't lie. She do content, And like I said before, women and men goes back to relationships. Even if they know it's toxic, right? They go back because they try to work it out. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's what Erica did. He talked a good game because he's a narcissist. Excuse me. Because I know how narcissists talk a good game to win you back in. So that's probably what he did with Erica. Erica thought he was changed to be a better person. She had another baby by her. And that go for a man. A woman can be toxic, can be a narcissist, and she talk a good game, and the man go back. So that shit go both ways. You understand what I'm saying? It goes both ways, but we will see, what the rest of this shit brings, because it is a lot, y'all. Lord Jesus have mercy. It is a lot. But I fucks with Erica. I do. I hope y'all enjoyed my live today. I'm going to get up off here so I can get me something to eat, baby, and get on through the YouTube streets because I know Erica coming live tonight. So, yeah, I'll be over there. So, thank y'all for timing in. I appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all. Y'all stay prayed up out here and always remember to keep God first. I love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. tomorrow. Open book, I'm going to inbox you right now. Y'all have a good day. You eating? That's what I'm going to do too, because I am hungry. But I don't have to cook because I got leftovers from yesterday. So that's what I'm going to warm up now. But I'm going to inbox you right now. Thank you, Rebecca, for joining. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you so, so much. Everybody that joined, I love you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow on my next live. Peace and love.